Welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube and or Twitch stations. Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce. Welcome to tonight's edition of Sega Mania. Sega Mania is a live streaming, internet-based video game program in which we are taking a merry jaunt through the pages of the late, great Sega Mania magazine. Sega Mania magazine was a fantastic fan-run, fan-funded, fan-created, fan-supported, yet highly professional video game magazine focusing on the Sega video game systems and games. Starting way back at the very beginning. Way back with the old Sega Master System. They planned to work their way all throughout the entire pantheon of, Sega consoles and games, and they were doing a damn good job of it. Made it 7 issues that ran from 2021 through 2022, and then out of nowhere they pulled the plug on it, and that was that. And no more Sega Mania magazine. But I was like, I don't like ending things there. I'm still a fan of Sega Mania and Sega itself, so I'm gonna celebrate Sega Mania magazine right here on my old YouTube channel. That's what we're doing. We are keeping the dream of Sega Mania alive with Sega Mania. We are playing through at least 30 minutes of every single game reviewed in the pages of Sega Mania magazine, as well as reading the reviews of those games, and then seeing how our reviews stack up against them. Hello, Santiago Emmanuel in the chat on YouTube. Santiago, welcome. So tonight's game here on episode number 38 of Sega Mania. It's a game called Slider. You ever heard of Slider? I had not until I read this this copy of Sega Mania magazine, issue number 2. That's where I learned about Slider. And before I tell you about the review, before we read that, before we get into the review of this game that can be found on page number 46 of issue number 2 of Sega Mania magazine, before I tell you what their review said, let me give you a few little pineapple tidbits, if you will. Some fun facts about this game here, about Slider on the Game Gear. Slider was actually called Squeak in other parts of the world. SKWEEK. Released in 1989 as Squeak on MS-DOS, Amiga, Atari ST, the Amstrad CPC, and then in 1991 found its way over to the TurboGrafx 16, as well as the Game Boy, of course, or Game Gear, sorry, not the Game Boy, the Game Gear. Wrong company. This is a Sega-centric show that we've got here. Game Gear is what I meant to say. Squeak, aka Slider, depending on where you found yourself positioned in the world, was developed by a French company called Logiciel. They created numerous games on various platforms from about 1983 until the mid-90s, boasting about 150 games or so. But perhaps most impressively, Best of the Best Karate Championship on the NES, the SNES, and the Mega Drive. Unfortunately, I don't think that Best of the Best Karate Championship was any relation to the Eric Roberts classic Best of the Best, unfortunately. Hello, Ghoulie. Ghoulie says, this is early for a stream. Well, trying to get on here and get this thing going, before it gets too late. I've been wrapping up a little bit too late at night, so I'm trying to come at you right during prime time. You know what I mean? There was a sequel to Squeak or Slider. It was called Super Squeak. Imagine that, Super Squeak, released in 1990 on the Amiga, the Atari ST, and in 1991 on the Lynx, that little Atari handheld, and the Amstrad CPC. Besides that, you know, this is one of those games where there just wasn't a whole lot of information that I could find. And I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but to me, in my humble opinion, search engines today are just shit. Just absolute shit. Compared to search engines of, like, you know, 15 years ago or longer than that. I feel like you used to be able to find a lot more. There was just a more of a nice selection of information to choose from when you would search a topic. I feel like these days, no matter which search engine you use, it seems like they've all been gobbled up anyway by you know, just a small handful of companies. Even the ones that used to be sort of separate now give you the option, like I think when you search Brave, when you're using the Brave default browser, like a lot of times their results just are shit, and the only way you can get any better is like it'll prompt you like, would you like to include Google search options as well, or search results? And it's like, well, not really, you know, I'd rather not. Kind of why I came to a search engine that's not Google. Same with DuckDuckGo. Whatever you choose now, it seems like they give you like a page of relevant results, and then beyond page 1 or 2, it descends into like just horse shit, completely unrelated topics. I don't know, but anyway, I'm bringing that up because there was not much available. There wasn't a whole lot of information on Slider or Squeak that I could find. I'm usually able to find a few more fun facts, a few more tidbits than what we had tonight, but that's the way it goes. Carrot's here. He said, Nick keeps streaming when my Wi-Fi is dead. So what are you on, mobile right now? Using your mobile connection? Unfortunately, Ghoulie will not be able to stay with us because he has to take care of the house and dogs. All right, we'll hold it down for you, Ghoulie. Enjoy your evening with the dogs. And keep a watchful eye on the house. Hello, Mr. Jorfus. Jorfus says, wow, this is an early one, isn't it? Well, I'm trying out a new time slot, we could say. I'm going to try and get on here a little earlier because I've been wrapping up a little bit later than I would like to. So, we'll see how this goes. Slider. Okay, now, if I may, let me grab my floppy copy, my physical copy of Sega Mania Magazine, issue number 2. I'm going to go ahead and flip on over to page number 46 in my physical magazine. I invite you to do the same if you own this magazine yourself. If not, please take a look at your television set where I have conveniently placed for you a graphic. A nice graphic, a nice colorful graphic tonight of the Slider review from Sega Mania Magazine issue number 2. You can follow along right there on your television set screen, or you can check the description of this video, follow that link over to the Sega Mania Magazine online archive. You can digitally open issue number 2. You can digitally flip to page number 46, and you can follow along there. You can zoom in, zoom out, you can flip ahead, flip backwards. You can open up other copies of Sega Mania Magazine, whatever you want to do. Just be warned, if you do that, if you start flipping around, you're going to get spoilers for future episodes. You're going to see what we're going to be playing in future episodes if you start flipping forward. If that doesn't bother you, go ahead. If you don't like that, then just stay put. Stay right here. But before we read this review, Mr. Jorphus is here with his joke of the night. Mr. Jorphus' joke of the night coming up in just a second here. Let's have it. Let's see what you got tonight. Bring the heat. Huh? Okay, here we go. All right. Mr. Jorphus' joke of the night. Went to a water park. Tried a couple of slides, and now I'm worried I'm getting addicted. It's a slippery slope. Ha ha! Ah, gotcha. That's good. Topical, because it's a joke about slides, and we're playing a game called Slider. There you go. Mr. Jorphus' joke of the night, edition number 38. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate you. All right. Tonight's review was written by Sega Mania magazine journalist Rob Kirkup. Let's see what Rob Kirkup had to say about Slider. Rob says, anyone perusing the shelves of Woolworths, Blockbuster, or Comet back in 1991 trying to decide what new game to buy for their Game Gear might have picked up Slider, taken one look at the box art, and had absolutely no idea what to make of the absolutely terrifying sight that greeted them. There is a yellow blob thing with a sinister grin, bright white trainers, and a scraggly beard, pointy teeth, a child catcher smile, and quite incredible eyebrows. He's wandering around a landscape with blue and red pyramids everywhere, and there's a black monster with loads of legs, far too many legs, chasing him, firing a barrage of rockets out of the top of his head at the yellow monster. All the while, a mole-looking creature is watching this happen from the safety of his little hole. That's not what you see on your screen right now. What you see right now on your screen is more representative of what you see in the actual game. If you missed the very beginning here, that's what Rob Kirkup is describing. This horrific, sort of surrealist scene of monstrosities and pyramids on fire and all sorts of madness. Hello, Garg Dergis. Thank you for joining us this evening. But anyway, I just wanted to flip back to that real quick because that's what he was talking about just then. Back to the review from Rob Kirkup. None of this translates to what the game is actually about. Slider, called Squeak in Japan, also called Squeak, I believe, in the US, if I'm not mistaken. I think Slider is just what it was called in the UK or in Europe. Slider is a puzzle game based around the planet Rosen. An invading army of diabolical scumlords have polluted the planet's surface using all kinds of horrible poison and toxins. To make matters worse, evil pollution-loving beasts have made Rosen home and won't hesitate to chase and attack you on sight. You are Slider, the aforementioned yellow blob from the box art, and your quest is to restore Rosen to its former glory by clearing away all of the pollution across 99 levels and rid the land of the scumlords once and for all. Each level starts with the surface covered in blue tiles, and you have to pass over all of them, turning them pink to complete the level. Sounds simple, but it wouldn't be much of a puzzle game if that were the case. You have monsters like ghosts, squids, and blobs popping up constantly to attack you. There are tiles with arrows on them, which, if you pass over in the right direction, will give you a speed boost. But if you're going the opposite way, they slow you down. There are booby traps, shortcuts, blockades to avoid, and slippery ice blocks. The biggest enemy can often be the time limit, which you may not even notice on those early levels, but before long you can find yourself dashing around trying to beat the clock. There are plenty of items you can pick up to help you clean up the land, with lasers and ice ray freeze guns, and a gun that can fire in every direction at once. You can pick up much needed egg timers too, which refill your time a little. At the end of each level, you're given a password, so you can continue on when you next play, getting ever closer to completing all 99 levels and eradicating pollution from Rosen. Graphically, the game looks great, and the character of Slider on the title screen looks infinitely friendlier than the evil version of him on the box art. In-game, the graphics make it really easy to tell what's going on, and they serve the game perfectly. The music is upbeat and jolly, with a number of different tunes for the levels, but they are used repeatedly, so you'll quickly notice the same tunes time and time again. The sound effects are good, but the sound effect used for firing one of your guns will soon start to grate. The problem with the game is that the levels are so repetitive and samey, and there are 99 of them to tackle in order to complete Slider. This is a game that is definitely best played in short bursts. Slider is fairly cheap, with a boxed copy only around 8, is that pounds? Euros? And cartridge only can be had for as little as 2 quid. So if you fancy a decent puzzle game to tackle on the move, you could go worse than give Slider a chance. So there you are. And if you look over in that little box, that yellow boxy box there, it says Rumor Alert. When Slider was released, a specific version of the game made by the developers as an in-house joke accidentally made its way out into the UK market. It was never meant to be seen by the general game-loving public. This particular version had Slider saying a number of profanities, such as fuck your mother, upon successfully clearing a level. And so that's a rumor. I've not seen that confirmed. I did read that in one spot online, but I didn't include it in the tidbit section because I knew it was already going to be mentioned here in the review from Rab Kerkep. So there you go. Alright, let me check the chat real quick. Garg Dargus said that he loves this game. Loves Slider. I've never played Slider before. Like I said, never even heard of it until I read the review in Sega Mania magazine. And Garg also got to Major Mucus on Earthworm Jim. Got to round 3 and ran out of lives there. It's a tough game, is that Earthworm Jim. It's a toughie. Jorfus confirmed that it was euros that Rob Kirkup was talking about. Euros. I was wondering if it was euros or pounds in the review. Okay, it was euros. Okay. So, let's go ahead and start up our time with Slider, and I'll see what I think of it. First time, ever. Here we go. Slider for the Sega Game Gear for at least 1/2 of 1 hour. All right. Here we go. There's a Slider. He looks kind of like a overly fried tater tot in the game. Alright, here we go. Level 1. Only 99 levels to get through. See if we can get through level 1 first. So we just have to turn all of these tiles pink. That slows me down. That just kind of pushes me backwards. Okay. Oh. What is that guy? I don't know what that does. Is that some sort of... What is that? It's like a hole I can fall in? I'm not sure. Whoops. Nope, he got me. Alright, let me try again. I'm just trying to learn the ropes here a little bit. See what I can and can't do. Does that do anything bad? I guess not. MF. Why did it say MF? Cursing at me? No. Well, I was able to walk right over that hole the first time. I guess I should just avoid those. Yeah, he looks a little bit different on the box. The box art's very, it's like a surreal horror, you know? Definitely doesn't look like a kid's game. Nightmare fuel, you might say. Okay, what else is missing here? There's a bonus, a shield. Okay. F. I don't know what F does. Oh, okay. Even the arrow blocks, you have to pass over those. I was thinking that those were just kind of like special deals. I guess you don't have to go over the whole ones. So let me just pass right through there. And that one. There we go. Okay. Level 1 in the bag. Password is AJAJ or AJAJ. AJAJ. Level 2 coming right up. Here we go. Okay, I'll like to head on over to this side of the map. I don't know what that does. Oh! Okay, I've got like a little... I've got a weapon I can use. Got a blaster of sorts. Got that guy. And these probably are gonna break. Yep, I was right. Well, that comes in handy, doesn't it? And I suppose I just need to watch out for those holes to make sure that some guy's not gonna, you know. Yeah, there we go. Looks like the bad guys spawn from those holes in the ground. Just gotta be careful of that. You know, I think that something that might be nice here. I mean, they give you a little bit of a sound effect when you pass over the blocks. Whoa! What happened there? I don't even know what got me. Alright, back to my old pea shooter. I think we just have these. Yep, I was right. Okay. How many guys do I have left? Just one? I only have one life remaining. Garg says this game is a little Spartan, and Jorfus thinks it looks a little weird. Level 3 coming up. Okay. Well, these must be ice blocks. There we go. Okay. Alright. I guess they call this a puzzle game. It's kind of a puzzler, isn't it? Is that guy bad or good? I guess he's good. I don't know what that guy does. See that little fella that I got there? Some sort of little collectible guy. Maybe if I get all those, I get an extra life or something. That'd be good. That'd be just fantastic. Hey, there's another one. Why'd it go away that time? Kind of bullshit. Thought I was doing something good. No, whatever. Okay, alright, what... Oh, you know, I've missed, Oh, look at the time! He was right. Rob Kirkup was right about that. He's like, at first you're not even going to notice the time clock, and then it didn't take long. Okay, yeah, let's go this way. I think we just got, gotta make it back over here. It's these damn arrow ones. There we are. See, I was so close. Kind of a bummer. AACC. What do you think I'll make it to? I think I'll get to... I think I can make it to level 20. Whoop! Well, not if I play like that. Game over. Yeah, we're gonna continue. Continue at level 4. No! No! Damn. Okay, let me try again. Get that guy. Alright, there's one of them. What? Oh! It's like sometimes they disappear, sometimes they don't. What's up with that? Well, I don't want to leave that behind. I don't know how I feel about this one yet. I'm still trying to gather my thoughts. Sound's not bad. Soundtrack, the music. What'd Rob say? They kind of use the same song songs over and over again. And I haven't noticed any particularly grating sound yet. But we were warned of that last night in Road Rash. They said there was going to be, you know, like sound effects in the game that were really awful. I just never picked up on that. So far, Jorfus thinks that he's going to give this game a 520. That's where it's sitting right now. Which we would call, you know, pretty much just a nice, even, average, middle-of-the-road game. Nothing to be embarrassed about. I guess you have to get rid of all those too. The breakaway blocks that you can see are going to crack and crumble, you know, underneath your toes. Like those right there. What is that exit door? Is that like an easy way out? Maybe that allows you to just like immediately leave the level. If that's the case, I need to keep an eye out for those things in the future. because that'd be handy. I don't know what the MF stands for. I mean, I know what it could stand for, but I don't think they would use that in a children's game. However, oh man, I accidentally walked in a direction I shouldn't have. There was that deal about the naughty words being included in a joke version of the game that accidentally got shipped. At least that's what they said. Did that really happen? Again, I don't know. Okay, so I just went the wrong way. I have to go back here. Yep. Get that shield. There, we had to do a little warp. A little teleport across the screen. There we go. Garg says this is a nice time waster. Yep. A nice average waster of time. You could imagine playing this, you know, if you're waiting for your car to get done at the auto mechanics, waiting around for the oil change to be all finished. You don't want to read the single issue of Sports Illustrated they have sitting on the table from approximately 1996. It's like, oh, what am I going to do? Oh, I know. I know what I'll do. I got that game with me. I got that slider game. Or Squeak, if you prefer. Now, what do you think's the better title? Oh, come on. I thought it was on the block. Do you guys prefer the title Slider or Squeak with a K? Oh, I should have left that one for last. Aha. Yeah. That would have been smart. Okay. Let me go ahead and do that. We'll just quickly take care of those. Our character can be a little bit jerky to control. Oh, now shit. Now shit. Garg prefers Squeak. Remember, it's an S-K-W-E-E-K spelling. We have 9 continues remaining. That's nice and generous of them, isn't it? But we do have to start this level over again, which is to be expected. Not too surprised about that. Rarely are you allowed to continue in a game like this and keep all of your progress that you've made through a level. Usually they just consider you lucky that you've been allowed to continue at all. They want you to be happy that they didn't make you start all the way back at the beginning of the game again. And some games from this era are more than happy to have you do. And sometimes when games are more than happy to make you start over at the beginning and offer you no continues, then sometimes I'm more than happy to just turn the game off. See how that works? Probably gonna be something coming out here. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I guess the only sliding that you do is like when you're going across the ice blocks. So there's some sliding, but it seems like you're just walking mostly. They could have called it Walker. Oh, damn it. Ran out of time again. Oh, what did I miss? I thought that was it. I thought I got them all. Alright, well let me go through and now find out which block I missed. Oh, get that. Alright, what did I miss? I mean, I don't want to speak too soon. It is a little underwhelming going from a game like Road Rash over to a game like this where, oh wait, I see. We need to get that green block right there. How do I get to it? How do I make that happen? What the shit? I just killed the guy. See, there seem to be some inconsistencies here too. I don't know exactly why sometimes... What do I have to do? Okay, I can't make it over there by just walking the gap. Alright. Jorfa said, this is a happy game. How so? You get happy when you turn the game off. Yeah. Kind of feeling that way. I mean, it's not awful, but we played a really great game last night. So just coming over here and doing this, it's like the controls are a little, just a little bit poopy at times. You know what I think would have made the controls better? Controls could have been improved if you were like kind of snapped onto a grid, if you will. Because you're going from square to square, right? So I think kind of keeping you snapped on a track would have been helpful. Would have been a little more pleasing when it comes to controls. Still not quite sure what's going on with those guys. Got ourselves an ice cream. I mean, I had guessed, shit. Yep. Gonna run out of time again. You know what else would be good? Time clock pickups. And I did not forget the green square, I just didn't know how to get to it. Like, right there, what do they want me to do? Can I walk over? Does the screen wrap? Not like hip-hop. I mean, does the screen wrap around? If I go all the way to this side. Nope. I thought that might be it. But that's not it. And there's no jump mechanic. So... Oh wait, right there. I see one now. Oh, well, okay. Alright. So I didn't have to get the one over on the top left corner of the screen. Okay. Moving on to level 7. Here we go. Alright. I mean, it's a nice use of colors. A pleasant game to look at. Oh. Thought that was like an explosion of sorts. Wait, can I get to that? Ah! It ran away from me. I was trying to do the exit. I was hoping I could just get the crap out of here. Got him. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a warp, I guess. Can't walk through there. Alright. Oh, hey, look at that. The hourglass, I bet that is like a time clock bonus. Where you can give yourself a little extra time on the level. But we might not need it. Got it. There we go. That's good. Cack. Moving on to level 8. Gonna want to be very careful with our movements here. Because they don't give you safety rails, you know? They allow you to just walk your ass right off the edge of the screen. And you don't want to do that. That'll end your run pretty damn quick. Hey, that was easy. Easiest one yet, I think. Level 9. Boop. Boop. There you go. Those green ones can be tricky. They try to blend in on you. They blend in and try and make you forget. Can I get over there? Whoop. There we go. Okay. And when I take that right there, and whoop. Is that one I can walk on? No. Watch out there. Whoa! So close. Get that time clock. Watch out. Got ourselves some sort of power up. Whatever that does. Whoa! Alright. Watch out. Yep. No! Damn it! Ah. Okay. Is that the last one? Oh, shoot, son of a shoot. Darn it. Just walk right across. There we go. No, it's not what they need from me. Okay. Alright. What did I miss? Now, well, shit. Super Mario 64 said no. Yes. I'm gonna disagree with you and I'm gonna say yes. I'm going to offer a very strong yes. So. There we go. Alright. ACAC. Moving on to level 10. What do we got here? Jorphus always knows the time. What do we got, like 5 more minutes? I don't think I'm going to make it to 20. I don't think I'm going to make level 20 like I initially guessed. Ended up having a little bit more trouble than I was anticipating. Okay, I'm gonna have to find probably a warp zone to get over there, I think. And here we go. You're trying to push me. Nope. Get up there. Walk it back a little bit. Okay. Yep. There we are. Okay, now. Oh, let's go across. There we are. And... No! Shit! Jorfa said, I think you can make it to 20. What, in like 5 minutes? I don't think so. I don't know about that. I do need to look over here. How am I supposed to get over there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Oh, I was able to shoot through that one. I didn't know. Didn't even know I could do that. It must have been like a trick, like a phony one. Okay. Well. All right. Let me teleport over to this side. Don't want to miss that. Oh. Got ourselves a nice birthday present there. Okay, I think that we are on our way to completing this one. I'm pretty sure. I think I got all of them. No, I missed something. What did I miss? Where is... Oh, I see. Okay. Right there. Gonna be these two. Got it. Okay. Alright. Enjoy your nap. Level 11. What? Huh? See, I don't understand that. Sometimes these things, you can just walk right over them. Other times... See, there's nothing happening there. Okay. That's fine. No! That's really cheap, in my opinion. I think that's a really cheap thing to do to players. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. Nope, don't do that. There we go. Okay. Alright. Got our time clock. Little hourglass bonus. Whoa! It's like a phantom, not a phantom pain. Phantom pain in my ass. Nope. Whoa, see, that was close. That was a close one. Thought I was a goner there for a sec. No. Okay, Oh. So we gotta see where the secret path leads us here. Can we go across? Nope. Alright. So it has to be revealed to me, apparently. And they have revealed a little bit more of the map while I've been gone on my excursion to the right. There we go. Alright, and oh, there's some more. Get ourselves a mash room. Okay, so it doesn't seem like I can just explore and open up more of the map myself. I have to wait for these enemies to walk in areas that I have not stepped foot in. They have to reveal the map for me. I can't do it for myself. So that's what it seems like. Which really... yeah. Kind of brings the game to a screeching halt, doesn't it? If you can't even take the chance. You can't even take the risk to try and search for yourself. You have to wait for them. You just have to walk behind these guys and hope that they reveal more of the map to you. I don't know if I like this. We have made it 30 minutes now. This will probably be the last one. I'm pretty sure that I've seen just about the extent of what this game has to offer. I don't think if I stop playing, there we go. Okay. So there we go. Alright, so that's 30 minutes. Hey, Pumpkin. We're just wrapping up here. I've seen enough of this one. Well, there we go. Seen enough of Slider, I think. Let's close that up. There we go. Quit that. Play another, says Pumpkin. Well, I don't have another set up right at the moment. Unfortunately. That was kind of an underwhelming experience this evening. I already said it several times, but I'll reiterate. It's fairly underwhelming. It's like you go from playing a game last night that I wanted to continue playing. I didn't want to stop playing Road Rash. Slider, I was about ready for that to be done, you know, moments after starting it. Not that it was awful. Let me say that. It's not that it's an awful game. It's just, I don't know. It's not a very action-packed, exciting game. It's not necessarily like urging you on. It's not high octane. It's a casual puzzler. That's what I would say. Good for playing while you're waiting at the dentist. You know? Or as I said, waiting for your car to be serviced at the mechanics. You know, you're waiting for an oil change to wrap up. I'll play Slider for a few minutes. I'm not telling you not to play it. I'm not saying I wouldn't play it again. But it's not necessarily a game that I feel like I would want to feature on this channel. I can think of many other games that would probably be more fun to watch someone play than Slider. I think I'd rather go back to Strider, in fact. The very first game we ever did on Sega Mania. Jorfa said that was one of the best games ever played on the Sega Mania series. Slider was? Well, I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I don't think you rated it very highly. Mr. Jorfus gave Slider 530 Mr. Jorfuses out of a possible 1,000 Mr. Jorfuses. I'm going to look back at the review from Rab Kerkep. He talks a little bit about the artwork on the cover and tells us the background, you know, the lore of the game, trying to rid the world of poisons and toxins and pollutants. Oh, okay, no. Mr. Jorfer said that, to clarify, Road Rash was one of the best games we've done. Yeah, I agree. So to go from one of the best to a game that's just kind of like, it's an okay puzzler. You know, it's going to feel like a drastic change in scenery. Now, if we would have played Super Thunderblade yesterday and then come to Slider, we'd be having a hell of a time. So, you know, your previous experience, I think, it kind of affects the how the game's received. Affects the vibes a little bit. Now, I try to wash that clean so I can experience each game for what it is and not be colored too much by past experiences or what I'm looking forward to next time. But, you know, it's tough to do. It's tough to put that out of your mind completely. Anyhow, Rab Kerkep mentions the 99 levels you can go through. He did say the biggest enemy can often be the time limit, which I experienced. Dashing around trying to beat the clock. Yeah. Plenty of items you can pick up. You know, they do give you the option to, you know, use a password. So if you have to turn the game off and you want to come back and pick up where you left off, you just jot down your password and then you can start back up, which is nice of them, you know. Not every game so kind, so it's nice of them to include that, especially on a game where you've got 99 levels. That's asking a lot. If you're like, no continues, no password system. If you want to get through this game, you're going to sit down, damn it, and you're going to play all 99 levels in one go. That's kind of a big ask, especially in a game like this where it can get a little monotonous after a bit. So that's nice of them. That's nice of them. For someone who wants to get through it piecemeal, which is probably how most people would want to do it, you can say, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to get through 10 more levels of Slider tonight. You do your 10, jot down your password, and then next time you pick it up, there you are, right where you left off. So, graphically, the game looks great, says Arab Kirkup. Sound effects are good. Music's upbeat and jolly. Yeah, I pretty much agree there. No issues. I think it is a nice looking game, especially for the Game Gear, which is not known for its blow you away graphics. It's cute, it's fun, it's pleasant. I like to use that word for games like this. It's a pleasant game to look at with pleasant sound, a pleasant soundtrack, pleasant sound effects, pleasant looking characters, unlike the characters on the front of the box. The box art is not pleasant. The box art would lead you to believe that you're getting ready to play like a surrealistic horror nightmare. But the game itself is not like that at all. Slider here on your screen, again, he looks like a little, you know, like a tater tot or a hush puppy or something, like a little fried good that hopped out of the fryer at the county fair and he's running around, you know. I think that would have been a better idea for a backstory. It's like a little fried treat hopped out of the frying vat at the county fair, and you're getting chased around by, I don't know, what would chase you around? Some of the stuffed animals from the Midway that people are trying to win. Inexplicably, something is swept over the county fair, and you've got fried goods running around. You got the little stuffed animals jumping off the prize counters, you know, at the balloon pop game. People don't even have to win the prizes. They just jump right off the board, and they're trying to run home with people and all that kind of shit. That would have been a better backstory than what they went with here. Jorphus thinks Slider looks like one of those puffer stress balls. That too. Rob Kirkup says the problem with the game is that the levels are so repetitive and samey, and that there are 99 of them to tackle in order to complete Slider. And then he says this game is definitely played in short bursts, and that's how I feel. Tells you it's very cheap if you want to get a copy, and, you know, it's a decent puzzler. You could do worse than Slider when you're talking about little simple puzzle games. So I think, all in all, I pretty much agree with you, Rab Kerkep. You're not going to get any big points of contention from me on this one. I'm right there with you. I stand in solidarity with my buddy Rad Kerkep on Slider, aka Squeak. And the Super Divorce score for Slider is going to be a nice, even 500 Super Divorces out of a possible 1,000 Super Divorces. A nice, middling, middle-of-the-road, average puzzle game. Not too bad, not too great, good enough. Good enough for a casual play every now and again. That's how I feel about Slider, aka Squeak. There you go. That's about all I got to say about Slider. Next time, what do we got coming up here? Next time, it'll be another Game Gear game. Not a puzzler. We're gonna be doing a bit of hopping around, some slicing and dicing. Should be a bit more action-packed. So, please look forward to that, chefs. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 4 more games left in issue number 2 of Sega Mania magazine. Just 4 left. If you haven't done so, please sub to this channel. Bong the gong for notifications so you know when new videos go live, maybe, if YouTube feels like telling you. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at Super Divorce. On Instagram at Super Divorce Band. And, you know, I play tunes from time to time. So if you'd like to check out Super Divorce music, look up Super Divorce on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, wherever you stream your horse shit, you can find Super Divorce. I think there's a little something there for everyone, so give it a shot, please! And on this video, comment below if you got anything to say, any requests, any thoughts, concerns. Doesn't even have to be video game related. Totally off topic. Non sequiturs are welcome. Whatever you got, leave it below. I would like to thank all of the lurking lurkers just staring, taking in this video tonight. Please know that you're welcome anytime to join the chat. More than welcome. But no pressure. If you want to continue lurking, that's fine with me. Just know that you're welcome. Your words and your voice, your input, it's welcome here. I want to hear what you have to say. But only if you feel like it. And to my chatty Cathys hanging out in the chat, thanks guys for joining me this evening for Slider, for Sega Mania number 38. We'll be back next time with 39 and another Game Gear game. And that's going to wrap things up for now. So, everyone, until next time, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.